Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 21 of Your Money Sign. Thank you for being here. We appreciate how the channel has grown. And today I am addressing the top 8 things you need to start buying if you want to be rich. We've all heard how you're supposed to save money and cut expenses and basically not live until you're somehow one day magically rich. I'm here to tell you I disagree with that philosophy 100%. Here are the 8 things you need to start buying if you want to be rich. Number 1, time with a CPA. If you don't know what a CPA is, it's a certified public accountant. You really want to talk with this type of person because they're going to help you understand vocabulary that you don't know. They're going to be able to give you basic principles that will kind of help as you start getting your money together, as you start seeing your particular path for your financial freedom. You're going to be able to find different CPAs to help you with your specific desirability. For example, if you are a crypto day trader, you're going to want different financial advice than if you are doing real estate fix and flips. So I suggest that you get time with a CPA. And while I say that, I just want you to know I am not a financial advisor. Everything I say here is for educational or entertainment purposes only. And go see the certified people, which would be their CPAs. Number thing that you should be buying are legal contracts through a qualified lawyer. All right. There are so many stories how people say, oh, we did it on a handshake and now we've been in business for 20 years. That's cool. That's awesome. But that is a story. For every one successful story, there are probably thousands, if not more, stories about how having a legal contract would have helped them out incredibly. For me personally, the reason why I like financial contracts and legal contracts is because all parties involved have to address situations before getting together. If you think about it, and the most basic example anyone can understand is dating. If you were on a very first date having to write a prenuptial agreement about what this relationship is, how those standards are going to be, what you're going to want out of it before anything happened, everybody would approach this a heck of a lot differently. And when it comes to your finances, you don't want to just blindly rush in there. That's how you're going to lose all your money. So get legal contracts from qualified lawyers. There are different types of lawyers and they specialize in different things. If you don't know, it's simple enough. Go to either your Google or wherever you're going to go to and just type in lawyer. Call them up and say, hey, I'm just learning about money. What type of lawyer are you and why should I call you? And 100 times, 100% of the time, they're going to tell you because they want customers and they want to let you know. You're going to be able to get educated. I understand it's really easy. You search the top 8 things to start buying and you got to this video. But people do business with people. At some point in time, you're going to have to use your phone to actually connect with another human being. And I think it's so important that you start with your CPAs and your lawyers. Those are the first 2 people you really need on your team when you're going to become rich. Number 3 is your bookkeeper. Maybe you say, hey, all I do is DoorDash and I pay some bills and, I don't need a bookkeeper. Wrong, incorrect, because a bookkeeper, once again, is going to give you better advice. They're going to let you start understanding that just because you're spending money doesn't mean it's all in one category. They're going to start teaching you how to have different categories for your money, and then you're going to be able to start focusing on them and customizing it for you. Not to mention, having a bookkeeper is going to help you get into the habit of not focusing on your money. You collect the receipts, you meet with your bookkeeper, say once a month, and you're done. That's how it should be. The ultra wealthy are not sitting there day in, day out, looking at their money, looking at their bills, stressing it out. They have people who handle their money. They have people who handle the bills. They have people who handle their cleaning. They delegate out these areas of their life. So if you truly want to be rich, you need to start delegating out certain areas of your life. So I absolutely recommend you get a bookkeeper. Number 4, this is going to be business memberships. Now, it might be something as simple as, say, a Dale Carnegie How to Talk to People membership and group so that you just learn how to start associating with other people. It might be you sell life insurance, and so you get with a group that sells life insurance. Maybe what you do is you're a security analyst, and so you're going to go to an area of people who absolutely understand that particular area. but you need to start surrounding yourself with people. People do business with people. Trust me, I get it. It's an age of electronics and information, but at the end of the day, to close a transaction, a human being has to make connection with another human being. So having these business memberships is going to help you so much because you get to learn from people. You get to hear their stories. You get to hear their mistakes. You get to hear their advice. And you get to choose if you want to take it or not. So really get into some business memberships. Along with that, my point number 5 is going to be self-improvement events. It can be anything that you want. I am not here to tell you what you are improving in your life or in yourself. That's up to you. Maybe you don't like how you write your emails. And so you're going to get into a group that helps people with writing and grammar. And even though you're 45 years old and you're like, oh, I should already know English. No, you shouldn't. It's okay. It's a skill. You got to improve it. Maybe you want to get into photography or just understand lighting and staging better. Go ahead and do that. That's a self-improvement. Or maybe you're wanting to do more of emotion or mind and you go to a yoga retreat, or maybe you go to like a Tony Robbins, I'm not sponsored, but a Tony Robbins event or something like that. So it's just whatever is going to improve your life, you want to go to those events for you. Now you also want to go to those events for others. They say misery loves company, right? So why are you hanging out with them? Don't be their company. They're already going to find somebody somewhere. Don't be their next negative victim. Go ahead and surround yourself with people who say, hey, life has challenges. Hey, life's thrown me curveballs, but you know what? I'm improving. I have a growth mindset that just because I failed, it does not make me a failure. I get to roll forward and I get to improve. You want to surround yourself with people like that. If you're going to be rich, you need to have positive people around you. Point number 6, and I kind of touched on that a little bit, was delegating out. One of the biggest things I see people need to delegate out is house cleaning. 2 reasons for this. One, I have been a professional house cleaner myself, so I have a little bit of an expertise in this area. There are 2 types of people who self-house clean. One is the person who needs to feel important from cleaning the house. It's my house, it's my domain, I'm going to clean it. And 2, it's the people who are like, oh, no, scarcity mindset. I can't afford it, scarcity mindset. The first category of people, in my experience, they're trying to keep themselves busy. It's busy work. But if you're running a business, if you're running a charity, if you're doing something with your life, do you really want busy work that's going to take you away from it? No. And if you're going to be rich, you can't have a scarcity mindset. So taking the step to get a house cleaner is amazing if you truly want to be rich. I'm not saying you got to go extreme and they got to be there 3 times a month or something. You can have it once a month or once every other month. But you need to start changing that mentality. You've got to delegate out all of those tasks that are distracting you from building your passion. And that's going to lead me to number 7, which is getting a masseuse. Whether they come to your house or you go to something where it's like $60 a month, or you go to a specialist, it's $200 a month or $200 a session. It's up to you. But you need to start taking care of your body. You need to relax. You need to get yourself into an alignment. If it's not a masseuse, then try a chiropractor. If it's not a chiropractor, try dry needling. It's just in that category of taking care of your physical body. While you're taking care of your educational levels and you're taking care of your team and you're taking care of your finances, you need to take care of your body as well. What's the point of being rich if you're miserable and hurt? There's no point, in my opinion. Which is going to be my last point. The most important point is you have to, if you're going to be rich, you ready for this? You have to spend money on laughter. You have to, okay? Nobody likes a Scrooge, period. You need to be happy. And I'm not talking a fake smile and trying to sell people shit. I'm talking about loving your life, loving every moment and every challenge and every wall you hit, going, hey, this is cool. I can climb up it, whoop, 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 and go on up it. With your mind, with your happiness, with your mentality. You've got to spend money on what makes you happy. Maybe it's group outings. Maybe you got a group of people and you're like, yeah, we go out and we go bowling every Friday night. And it's freaking awesome. I love it. It energizes me. Cool. Go ahead and do that. Maybe you're just sitting there and going out and seeing comedians or watching Dry Bar. Not sponsored, but it's an awesome one. Go ahead and laugh. Whatever makes you happy, whatever truly gives you energy to face that next challenge and to be enjoyable with your life is what you have to do. So those are the top 8 things that you need to start spending money on if you're going to be rich. I do have my book, Your Money Sign, that is available on Amazon or through many different places. Books A Million, Barnes & Noble, lots of different places for Your Money Sign by C. Taiga. I want to thank you for being here. I really appreciate it when you watch to the end. That means so much to me. You know who I'm thanking. I appreciate you all, and we will see you next video. Have a good one.